Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Geo Nation. We appreciate you coming. Appreciate you being here. We're here for you. We're here for all of you. We're here for myself. We're here for God Himself. We're here to help. We're a helping hand. Anyway, welcome. It's Friday. It's 2022, October 7th, 6 a.m. We're out here in the Matrix, baby. We're plugging on people from the Matrix. That's what we do out here in Geo Nation. We get them unplugged from this craziness of life. So we're here to preach the alternative. We're here to teach the alternative. We're here to talk about what's not being talked about. We're here to share with you our world. This is our world. This is not only our world, but I'm here to share with you not just our world, meaning my world, which is involved with your world, but I want to share with you my world. My world, what's in my world, what my playbook is. I want to open my playbook to you. I want to open my book of business to you as a viewer, a subscriber. I want to open my life to you. That's what's happening here. I'm opening my life to you. I'm opening my world to you, and I'm sharing my world with you. And those of you that view, and those of you that are subscribers, and those of you that listen or don't listen, have the opportunity to listen or not, comment or not. You're welcome. And this is a safe space. It's an open space. And it's a space to talk about that which is. It's a space to talk about what we can do to serve the community. I'm not just serving and bringing resources and helping and meeting the need. I'm training you at the same time. I want you to observe me as an example. I want you to be able to go out and do the same thing. I want to show you that you can do the same thing. You can probably do what I'm doing, but better, because you have more resources. So I'm just providing the resources that I have. I'm just providing what little resources that I have and trying to make a difference in the world. And that's it. And I'm trying to do it online. And that's it, besides wanting to come online and therapeutically speak to myself and to speak to God and to talk about the alternative. That's the only thing we're doing here. We're here to help you and meet your need where you're at. We're here to bring practicality to the environment, the YouTube environment. We're here to bring a personal touch to an impersonal expression of love. So we're here to bring a personal touch to the expression of some impersonal love, because impersonal love is what it's all about. Impersonal love is an alternative to your personal love. And I feel like I need to get into explain everything as I make new videos every time, and maybe I do, maybe I don't. But impersonal love is just love that loves regardless of what one does. So it's true love. It's unconditional love. And I'm here to give you a personal touch to that unconditional love. I'm here to talk to you about life. I'm here to talk to you about death. I'm here to explain to you that no matter what anyone's telling you about death, that it doesn't exist. It's part of the nothingness that does not exist. Death could never be, because this body itself does not have life of its own. It only has the life that you animate in it. Sorry about that. But oh well, put up with it, man. Until my allergies go away, that's what I have to deal with. So I'm here to give you perspective upon the idea of death. We're here to talk about life itself and the fact that life itself could not exist if there was any death whatsoever. So if you had one death, two deaths, 3 deaths, 4 deaths, any amount of deaths that you want, meaning, you know, you hear all this stuff. You hear all this stuff about death, and there's no such thing as death. Life could not exist if there was death. So life itself, life that you see, the life that you're living, the life you're expressing could not exist if there was anything called death that really existed. So the body itself does not exist as you perceive it. The body itself is light. It's just an expression of your vibration of energy, vibrating at a certain frequency, cognizing itself into form. It's an expression of the divine. It's an expression of the divine mind. It has nothing to do with this idea of death. Christ conquered death on the upon the cross, and throughout his whole story. His body was never to be found. The garment that he was wearing was folded and left because they buried him in a tomb and rolled a big rock in front of it. No one could move the rock but God. And God was up inside the tomb. And so he overcame death. He proved it to you, to what I say. And why preachers still preach about death, I have no idea, because they don't know of their eternality. They don't know of their immortality. They do not know of their infinite being. They see themselves outside of God. They see themselves existing separate from God. This is what we're talking about, the idea of separateness. This whole excuse me for a second. This whole idea of separateness is what we're talking about when we talk about the separate idea that does not exist. It's the whole physical construct of thought that is the matrix that does not exist. You are a thought. Your body, your physical body, is just a thought and an idea. And it appears to be temporary, appears to have a birth, and it appears to have a death. Anything that is born must die. That's why there is no birth. There was never no birth. I was never born, neither were you. And so there is no such thing as death. If there were such thing as death, life could not exist at all, in any way whatsoever. And so the body never dies. It's just an expression of light. And you have been given sovereign power. You've been given the dominion, and you've been given the expression of divine light, divine essence, immortality. You are not mortal. You can immortality and mortality cannot exist in the same construct. Immortality is just a word that came from the construct of thought, the tree of knowledge, that does not belong in the garden, that does not live in the garden, that is not in the garden. It's metaphorical. There is no tree of knowledge in the garden. The only tree in the garden is the tree of life, and that is you. That is the Christ. The only thing that exists is the Christ. There is nothing outside of the Christ. There's nothing that exists outside of the Garden of Eden. We are all in the Garden of Eden now. We never left the Garden of Eden. There was no need to leave the Garden of Eden because we never really took part within the bite of the apple. It was just a story, a metaphor, so that you would understand and not go off and consume apple after apple after apple. Thought can get you nowhere. Thought can add nothing to you. Thought can take nothing from you. My best friend Jesus Christ said it himself. Take no thought, for it can add nothing to your life. It can add not even a cubic to your life. I am nothing. I of myself am nothing. I of myself can do nothing, which means that there's only Christ. Only the garden exists. The Garden of Eden is the same as saying Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the same as saying eternity. Eternity is the same thing as saying Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is eternity. Jesus Christ is the way. We are eternity. We are the way. We are the truth. We are the life. There really is no way other than the way that is within yourself, and it's not even a way. It's just an unfoldment. There is no death. There could never be any death. And there is nothing contradicting God. And I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to live that out for you. I'm here to prove that to you. I'm here to talk to you about that. I'm here to swallow up that part of the matrix too. I'm here to swallow up the whole matrix. I'm here to help swallow it up. I'm part of the consciousness of life as you are. I'm your consciousness. I'm your conscience. And I'm here I'm here as an answer to the question that arises. The question of life. Do we really die? Is life eternal? Can you be mortal and immortal? Or can you be mortal and become immortal? And no, the answer to that question is no. Immortality and mortality cannot exist in the same, mortality does not exist. Finiteness does not exist. Anything temporary does not exist. You are not temporary. Your body itself is an expression of your very energy, your very essence. And because we live within the time-space continuum, there we go. We live in an environment where the body itself, because of yourself, came into existence. And so there will come a time for you to lay the body down. There will come a time for you to transition back to your spirit, back to home. And we're here now to show you that home is already present. Home is already present. You do not have to wait to lay this body down to realize your immortality, to realize your infinite being, to realize your true self, to realize life itself. And until you can do this, you'll never be able to realize life itself. You'll be stuck in pre-K. So if we're still stuck up in this illusion, stuck up in the matrix, and we're not seeing beyond it, we're not seeing beyond the veil, we're not seeing beyond the mirror, we're not seeing our true identity, we're not unaware of our true identity, we're stuck in this matrix, and we're stuck living life as Mark Price, living life as Mike Jones, living life as Bob Chapman, living life as who we perceive ourselves to be, but we're not really in touch or in tune, if you will, with our true identity. And so we're not even aware of life itself. We have no life, and this is what it means that the spirit be dead. But the spirit is never dead. The spirit never dies. The spirit was never dead. All are eternal. All are absolute. All are within the mind of God. All are not lost. All are safe. All are within the kingdom. All are in the Garden of Eden. No one is lost. I'm here to help you to understand that. That's where we got it wrong as human beings, because we were human beings and not divine beings. So you are not a human being. You were never a human being. You never could be a human being. This is not your identity. You're a divine being. You are divine. You've always been divine. You've been absolute this whole time. You've been unlimited this whole time. You are not limited. You have no limits to yourself. You are absolutely perfect. You do not live within this construct of thought. Sin, evil, the devil, all come from the construct of thought, division. The construct of thought is taking the whole, all of eternity, every galaxy, every multiverse, every alien, every so-called human being, every being itself, and taking an eternity and breaking it down and dividing it up into sections, naming it, forming it, dividing it, defining it, perceiving it, apprehending it, comprehending it, reasoning with it. This is all thought. This is all your devil. This is all your hell. This is all the construct of thought. And so everything that lives within the construct of thought does not exist. It's just an idea within the mind of God. It exists, but it exists as the expression of God. It exists as part of the whole. But the separateness and the idea of the, sin and devil and all this record playing that goes on because of the separation, and because you're divine, and because you're sovereign, and because you are divine, and you have dominion, you're able to manifest this negativity. You're able to manifest this separateness. Illusory. You're able to manifest it in an illusory manner. It's not really here. It doesn't really exist. The only thing that exists is God. The only thing that exists is God and His expression. The only thing that exists is eternity. The only thing that exists is perfection. The only thing that truly exists is absolute totality. There is no air within God. There is no air within totality or eternity. You cannot have any air whatsoever. Everything is absolutely perfect. That is the paradox of life. The big paradox of life is that what you see is massive imperfection everywhere. Sin, sin, sin. And the paradox to it is that everything is perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect. Everything is in its totality. Nothing could be anything other than the way that it is now. You could not have life other than the way you see it now. You could not have what you have, be who you are. None of this could occur if it wasn't occurring the way it's occurring now, along with this matrix and along with the way you perceive to see things in a separate point of view. This itself is perfect as well. This itself is part of the whole. This itself is not really happening. This itself is here. I'm here to help you, to bring you to the awareness that you are not separate, that you are one with God, that you are one with your Father, and that there is no such thing as death. And again, this will help you. So that's basically it. I'm going to speak a little bit more on it and then go take a break real quick. I'm going to try to just speak a little bit different about it, That's basically it. And one thing that can help you to understand is that you can identify with this. When I tell you that this body itself is light, you identify with that. Whether you want to admit it or not, you identify with that. In fact, if you take a flashlight or if you take a very powerful light and you shine it through your hand, you can see the light come through the hand. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, or whether you can accept it or not, this body you live within is nothing but light. It's vibration of energy, and it's expressing itself through, it's a spirit. It's the spirit. It's all spirit. And no matter can exist within spirit. So it's all the mind of God. So spirit constitutes matter as well. So then I still use the word spirit, but I don't like to use the word spirit. I do and I don't. Spirit meaning the ether of the air, the space between the thought. Okay? Spirit. And that's what it is. It's just a spiritual expression of vibration, of energy, is all the body is. And so the body never had life of its own. You don't die. When this body lays itself down, or when you choose to lay this body down, or when you go through your transition, you will see at that point that there's no death. There never was any death. Even though you may not be here within the matrix or here within this physical existence, you are not dead and you do not die. And the body itself did not die. You are not the body. Geo is here to tell you, you are not your body. You are not your body. You are the life that animates the body. So, you give the view of the body to the world, and then when the view goes away, you're still present. So you are the body as well, but you're just giving sight to the form. You're giving expression to the form. You're manifesting the form. It's all you. The whole thing's you. And when the body lays itself down, you're just moving back into your original position, taking out your form, and you are as you always are, spirit. And you can take on any form. That's why we're the formless. That's why we're the no name, no form. If anybody asks you who Geo is, tell them he's no name, no form. He's the no form, no name guy. And so are you. And that's what we bring you on this beautiful Friday. Much love. I'm trying to share with you my view. Share with you the open view. I'm trying to share with you what is the reality of that which is. The tree of knowledge, which is not in the garden, is just the tree of knowledge, and it's just a parable, and it's the construct of thought, word, definition, and breaking down the whole, breaking down God into bits and bytes, and defining God in different ways. All is God, all the mountains and everything, the sun, and breaking it all down, defining it, calling the sun, the moon, the earth, the man, and yada, yada, yada. Okay? So, this is real school for you. This is just a weekly or a daily dose, my Geo fans. Just a daily dose of Geo coming at you in the morning, giving you some Geo-ness. This is Geo-ness. We're superheroes, man. We save the day. We go around and express love to everybody. We serve. We give what we have. I just sold a house. Made several $1,000s. It was in my hand for not more than a day. And I gave it away. This is what Geo-ness is. This is what we do. We let it go. We let go of the money so more can flow. It wasn't for us anyway. It was never for us. We don't do it for us. We do it for the other. We do it for the apparent other. We do everything for the other. We do everything for you. I'm up on here for you. I'm up on here to share my life for you. I'm up on here to give to you and serve you, the community. I'm up on here to make a difference in your life. I'm up on here to help you attach my resources to you if you so choose to want to receive some sort of help through this channel. I'm up here to talk about the truth. I'm up here to talk about reality. I'm up here to talk about life and just enjoy myself and have fun and be Geo. And that's what we're bringing. That's what we're doing every day, all day. We don't miss a beat. We're always constantly on point, directly connected with source. I'm plugging you from the matrix and plugging you right into source. We're going to do some more wholesaling videos later today. I'm going to do a couple of shorts. We're going to get into more of this non-dual Lord. We're going to get more into this non-dual perspective. We're going to continue to talk about the absolute reality and totality of life. That's what we do. That's what we do. And we're going to bring on more viewerships. We got so much coming to you. Much love. Love you all. Happy Friday. Stick with me. I've got jobs coming. The energy's about to flow. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Much love. Happy Friday. Geo, baby. What's up, Geo? What's up, family? We're just doing it. We're just doing it. I may do a recorded version of myself and just sit and be quiet. We can both listen to it and just see how it sounds. I want to take off the camera. I want to give it a different view. I want to give this video, I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna give it a different view. And then if it comes out okay, I'll post it. I'll upload it. But Geo really came in and just sounded a little angry. Hence the calm Friday. Geo got a little crazy yesterday. So I'm going to see if it's postable. All right. Love y'all. Coming back at you. Got to go get off so I can get back on. Love you with all my heart, always.